Okay, and welcome to day 4. Now, excuse, I'm all a bit fluffy because I've been out in the rain, just looking at all the flooded water that we have around here. The river's well and truly burst its banks, and some local homes are about to get inundated, so I'm still a bit wet from being out there. So anyway, how did you go with day 3? Was it exciting? Did it help to clarify some of your thoughts? Really get those frequently asked questions out. It's a great way to do, to go through this process, because you can add it to your website. You can add it, at the end of a webinar or anything like that, or even have it transcribed when we go through the next exercise tomorrow, and then pop it into, even if it's just one question here and there, into some of your content. But that's not what we're doing it for now. We're going to go through that over the next couple of days. So today, you may have watched some of the videos because I put them all in there, is the next 10 questions, which is 10 should ask questions. So those are all the questions that people should be asking you rather than the frequently asked questions, the cleverer type questions, but they don't know what to ask because they don't know what they don't know. But you know what they don't know and what they should be asking. So those are the should be asked questions. So let me give you an example of, I'm going to take my glasses off because there's no need for me to have them on. And you've got a lot of reflection off the screen. I'm sorry, it's really, really quite dark in here at the moment. I should have brought my lights through. I'm going to show you lighting and everything tomorrow, so I should have been using them, but because I was late, I didn't. Okay, so I digress. Back to the should ask questions. So if I was writing down some should ask questions for how to write and become a #1 best-selling author, then the first should ask question that I really would want them to ask me is not necessarily about how many, people ask all the time, as I said yesterday, about how many words, how many pages, things like that. Really what they should be asking is around the content. How do I structure my content? What's the best way to structure that for the reader? So really getting into the minds of the reader. What does the reader want? What's the outcome that they want from reading the book? And how can I help them most? So those are the sorts of questions that people should be asking. The next thing that they should be asking around the book is, well, as opposed to how many sales am I going to make for my book, which obviously is an important question, but that's in the frequently asked questions. It should be more, how can I use my book to really grow my business? Okay, so how can I use my book to really grow my business? Or how can I use my book to really build my list, to build and expand my list so that people can get to know, like, and trust me more? And because it's not about the book, it's all around what you can do from the book. I have someone who I was doing a magazine for, who I know has written, she's probably written about 30 books, and she said she's never made $1 million from her book, but from what her book has led to, she's made multiple millions of dollars. So her books were the springboard for everything that came afterwards. So for her coaching programs and her membership, she makes around $50,000 a month from her membership. And that's all growing from her books as well as her content. As her, she's, voracious blog writer. So, but her books are really the pivotal part for that. And she would write probably 6 to 12 books per year. Okay, so get the idea. Those are the sorts of questions that you should be asking. Putting down in your should ask questions what they should be asking. So do exactly the same process as yesterday. 2 minutes is all I want you to take, okay? If it takes you a bit longer, then put it on for another 2 minutes, but try and get 10 down in 2 minutes. And then go and next to it, if you're using the spreadsheet, next to on the spreadsheet, the next column is a story, so the name of someone or a case study or a metaphor that you can use. Okay, so for example, a metaphor that I would use around the list building is like the fisherman, and this is from my friend and mentor Chris Duncan. He uses it all the time. Stop hunting, stop going out there and hunting like everyone else, you know. Even when you're hunting, you've got to use different sized guns, but the fishing metaphor is so much clearer, it's so much more precise. So which pond are you fishing in? So that's where we go through the avatar, and we really get clarity on the avatar, because we want to know what their problems are and what solution we help them find for that. So that's what the bait is. Which pond are they in? Where are they hanging out? Are they on Facebook? Are they on YouTube or on Twitter? Are they in the newspaper and the local shops? You know, is it local business? Where are they hanging out? Which pond are they in? Are you going to go and, you know, fish in the local pond or the river like I've just been down to in, you know, off the jetty where you can catch your squid and things like that, or out in the deep blue ocean where you're going to catch, you know, the barramundis and fish like that. And for each of those, you're going to need different bait, and you're going to need a different hook and a different line or a net. So depending on where it is, they're all completely different. So the fishing metaphor is a really good metaphor to use in that instance. So what story, case study or metaphor can you use? And then 2 to 3 points, no more, on each of those. So go away, have a great, I don't mean go away, I mean go ahead and have a great day. Get those things done, because tomorrow is going to be the next really exciting day where we're going to put those 20 questions, the 10 frequently asked and 10 should ask questions into practice, and we're going to use them to really create some amazing content, 20 pieces of great content. Actually, it could be even more, because when I've gone through this process myself, each question has led to more than one video. Okay, so we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Try and be on the call tomorrow, because it's going to be, we're going to go through so much. We're going to go through the styles of videos, the formula for your videos, and it's really good for you to get on so you can be asking questions live. And it also helps other people to see the questions as they're going through if they're watching the recordings. Okay, best wishes, take care, have fun. See you tomorrow. Oh, don't forget to share this out as much as you can to get other people involved. And don't forget to comment in the Facebook group. I'm not seeing much happening there so far, so go and put these comments in the Facebook group. Okay, take care.